because I'm listening and watching people's commentary on the playoffs and how people view. Hey man, what's the name of this podcast?
Now let's begin the story.
That time, motherfuckers. Dub down, motherfuckers.
H-Town's finest 16 Shots podcast.
Stop lightning with the blam now.
Nah, McVay couldn't win with Jared Goff like that. Jared Goff choked in the clutch.
Boy, Tyreek Hill just scored a touchdown. So Chiefs are up by 3. 1 minute left.
I feel like they was going back and forth doing this. Back and forth. That's what they was doing.
It's a good game, man. It's a good game.
It was. It was a good game.
And he gave him the deuces, man. He's going to get a fine for that. Or he get a penalty for that. He gave the deuces as he went by.
Hey.
Stupid Blaze, man.
Who Uncle Shay getting having plex with?
Man, can we go through the progression of the, you know what I'm saying, of the itinerary?
My bad. I forgot the first one. Excuse me, my bad. Sorry, sir.
See, I'm corporate today, man. I got my corporate stuff on, man. I got my collar all the way up, man. You know what I'm saying?
There's never anything corporate about you. I don't care what you got on.
When Havana Joe comes out, or then we can, you know, skip around and jump around. But for right now. But yeah. What's the first thing on there?
Media Wars.
Not the first one, man.
I'm looking at. Hold on.
Not the first one on there, bro.
No. Hold on. I gotta pull it up right here, my guy. I gotta pull it up right here. Hold on. Oh, you ready? What day was this? Hold on. Fucking. I had to pull it up here, bro. You got me. Send the link, nigga. That's what I said earlier.
Yeah, running a professional pod, and you know what I'm saying, having Steve Harvey issues, man.
What are you talking about?
Read the card.
Well, I mean, it's in Messenger. It's not like Messenger is the, biggest fucking format I can see.
To all my Meta sponsors out there, Messenger is wonderful and great. We love Messenger.
NFL playoffs. Let's talk about the NFL playoffs.
You sound like NFL playoffs. It's not a multi-billion-dollar corporation. We don't talk about NFL enough. Let's talk about the NFL playoffs.
Let's talk about the NFL playoffs.
Well, as I was saying, the premier game on right now, Buffalo and KC.
Was it the premier game? I know it came on last, but was it really the premier game?
Yeah, because last year these two teams, like basically the talk of the town is that the winner of this game is the presumed NFL champion.
Okay.
You got Josh Allen, who's coming into his own, has a premier wide receiver, has a decent running back, a decent, defense now. You got of course, Patrick Mahomes, who is statistically the best quarterback, or one of the best quarterbacks ever in the postseason. The Chiefs have only been to the playoffs 16 times, had 16 home playoff games in the history of the franchise, and 8 of them were with him.
Okay.
So, doing some big things.
I feel like the other ones were with Montana and Elvis Grbac.
Montana had 1.
I said Montana and Elvis Grbac.
Len Dawson had a couple. Grbac might have had 1. Who else they had?
Elvis Grbac was good for like a season and a half.
Elvis Grbac had people around him.
Here you go.
You're right. He was good. I don't know. Elvis Grbac sucked, bro.
Oh, I didn't say it was good. I said it was good for like a season and a half. I think his name made people think he was better than what he was.
Yeah, because he was Elvis.
Elvis Grbac. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, he can throw the football. Let me be a little afraid. Is it just me or does Tyrann Mathieu get hurt in like big games?
It's all got hurt.
Like play 1.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Whoa. Might have been play 3. But still.
In the first series, he's out for the game.
It didn't look like, it was I don't know. It didn't look like it was that big of a deal, but I feel like he gets hurt in big games.
When you call yourself the honey badger, you kind of setting yourself up to. Man, this man, look, they talk about arm talent. And that's the word they use to to differentiate black quarterbacks from white quarterbacks. They say arm talent.
I don't think that's what they use arm talent for, but go ahead.
That's one of the words they use. There's certain words they'll use to differentiate different types of quarterback. Ooh, it's a good game. But this guy here, Josh Allen, he got an arm. He got a special arm, man. He got an arm. Country fed. I can throw it. Patrick Mahomes has an arm as well. Arm talent. Like Brett Favre was an arm talent.
Also, Warren Moon was. Also, Randall Cunningham was. Yeah. Also, Mike Vick was. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Yeah, arm talent, or he just had a cannon. Ooh.
Well, explain your difference of arm talent and cannon. Arm talent means I can make every throw on the field. I can make the deep ball, and I got a cannon. Dan Marino, arm talent.
I have to have. Okay, so all those things along with the touch. That's what makes the difference between, because you have guys who can throw the ball. That's what
arm talent is. I said they can make every throw. Making every throw means you have the touch to make every throw.
And then they take Vic out, because Vic ain't never had a touch like to throw the ball. Like, it's one thing to throw the ball 60 yards down the field. It's another thing to throw the ball on 60 yards down the field on a rope and timing. Like Matthew Stafford has arm talent. What's the crazy the Kodak in Baltimore? He got arm talent. Whereas
whoa, time out.
Kodak.
You're telling me, all right? So you're telling me that homie in Baltimore, Lamar Jackson, you would say he has arm talent, but you would say Mike Vick doesn't have arm talent.
Mm-hmm. Because it shows in how they use them and what they do with their arm.
So you actually use Michael Vick as a quarterback that could actually run. For the first couple of years of Lamar Jackson's career, you used him as a running back who threw the ball from time to time. So you mean to tell me that Lamar Jackson would be considered someone with arm talent, but not Mike Vick?
I'm telling you that Lamar Jackson's, let's go again, man. They're back and forth. I'm saying that 13 seconds left, 6-point game, Buffalo up. I'm telling you that I guarantee you 100% that Lamar Jackson's stats year 4 are better than Mike Vick's stats year 4 running and throwing. Especially running, because Lamar Jackson, they're very similar, but I think the arm talent is like the special throws, like,
If his special throws, Lamar Jackson, that was one of his knocks. He didn't have the touch to make some of the NFL throws. That was one of his biggest knocks coming in, that he didn't have NFL arm talent to make all the throws. So he's developing that by now.
But it was small. I don't think wrong with him was that he's small.
Nah, he's like a fucking running back who throws the ball.
I don't know. But I do.
No, go ahead.
But yeah, so once again, like I was saying, Gabrielle Davis has scored again. I think they're going to squib kick it. 13 seconds left. And so Patrick Mahomes is going home again. But like I said about the commentary about Rodgers, about Brady, what makes football so unique to me is that people forget that it's a whole other side of the ball. Like, we're talking about LeBron, talking about McGrady, talking about the other guys in basketball, AI. Like, I can easily say without a doubt that AI not better than Isaiah Thomas, man, because Isaiah Thomas played D. Like, played D, like, for real, pause. Like, Isaiah Thomas locked up and it give you 30. Whereas AI just give you 30, but he ain't locking nobody up. You know what I'm saying? But that's the difference between basketball and football. Whereas in football, it's like, there's an entire series where just your best offensive player is just sitting down just watching.
Say that one more time. Your best players sitting down watching because they play offense. They can't play defense. Yeah.
You know, so it's like, and so we quantify and try to say, oh, he didn't get it done or he choked or whatever. But it's like, man, my defense might have put me in a messed up like Rodgers last week. Rodgers he ain't necessarily choke. He playing in the cold. It's a good defense, so you're not going to have 4,000 yards. But I'm also I didn't have nothing to do with no kick returns. I had nothing to do with no punts. No, you know what I'm saying? No. I wasn't even involved in the play, but it was point scored on it. What's going to happen? They're trying to get a field goal. They need 20 yards, 7 seconds. It's a barn burner. All four of the divisional playoff games have been decided by field goals, by the way.
Yeah, I know. That's pretty good. I mean, it's competition's pretty even. Not lopsided or anything like that. I'm just glad Brady lost, to be honest with you.
Hey, man, Brady, I ain't gonna lie, Brady did that, man. Like, if it wasn't for his defense sucking, he'd be.
What you mean it wasn't for his defense sucking?
The last 3 plays, man, we up by what they up by? They up by, it was tie game, and y'all give up 2 40-yard plays, man.
They weren't even supposed to be in the game, bro. There was the Rams dropped the ball and put the ball on the ground, 4 times?
Yeah.
They had like 28, wasn't it like a 20-something to 3 lead at halftime or some shit? Yeah, if the Rams would have lost, that would have been the Rams choking more than Tampa Bay beating them.
You got to put number. You got however it goes out. Like, even if I throw
the ball on the ground 4 times, bro. 4.
But I still have to take the ball and I have to make a play on offense. And it ain't like I can get a steal in basketball, but I still got to make the bucket. I don't care how many times I turn the ball over. I still got to make a bucket. You know, there's still something. You know, same with football. Even though I might put like one of the fumbles was on the 1 yard line, so it was no play. It was dead ball. Another one was on the 40-yard line. They still got to come down and dissect y'all on this. I still got work to do. It ain't like I handed it to you. I gave you opportunity.
You giving Brady a short field, you definitely handed him some shit.
I mean, Brady cold. You can't give me nothing. I'm so cold. If I get any advantage, I'm going to score.
So like I said, if they would have lost, it was because they choked and gave the game away. Mm-hmm. You up 20-something to 3 and you put the ball on the ground 4 times, you deserve to lose.
3 seconds, 40-yard field goal coming up. Travis Kelce just caught a 23-yard slant. So that leads to the next thing we're going to say, Brady versus Rodgers, perception versus reality. Well, before that, R.I.P. Louis Anderson.
R.I.P. Louis Anderson. I thought he was dead already. Not to sound negative. Not to sound negative. I thought he had passed already.
You ain't see Coming to America?
The last one? Like the one that just came out?
Yeah.
Fuck no.
You missed out.
I had to ask one of our football savants, make sure I wasn't tripping, because I know I don't be tripping, but I do be tripping sometimes.
Yeah. But what happened?
100% Vic has better or had better arm talent than Lamar Jackson. But go ahead.
I'm saying, okay, whatever. But nah, man. Okay, but anyway, I'm not gonna go on that road with you today. That's an opinion of one person and your person and my person, and we're entitled to our opinions.
Because I mean, I get it. That is true. We are entitled to our opinions. But if you just look at how Lamar Jackson throws the ball, mechanics, all of that, he can't make every throw or all the throws. He's been getting better at it the last season. But Mike Vick came out of Virginia Tech with a fucking cannon that could make every throw, and he could also run like he was a running back. Mike Vick's arm or arm talent was never in question. If anything, the biggest thing that was in question about Vick was his size.
But see, I think you're confusing talent with, like, my arm talent is all accompanied with my decision making, right?
No, we just talked about what arm talent is. Arm talent is being able to make every throw.
Yeah, but making the throw and being able to make it at the right time is well, I guess you're right.
Arm talent is being able to make every throw. Now, decision making is something different. I can be a quarterback that doesn't have the arm talent of Mike Vick or doesn't have the arm talent of Dan Marino, but I can make the best decisions in game. So Tom Brady has never been, when he's been top one in the NFL, he's never been the biggest arm or the best arm talent. Tom Brady knows how to work the system. He can see the defense make pre-snap decisions. You can't blitz him because he makes the best decisions. That's Tom Brady. Now he has arm talent. Might not have been the best at all times, but
throw Brady can't make.
I just said he didn't have the best arm talent. I didn't say Brady couldn't make every throw. Brady can make every throw. Listen to what I'm saying. I said he might not have had there were people that better arm talent, but his decision making or his football IQ has always been high. That's why you can't blitz him.
But I asked you that question because you said, well, Mike Vick can make every throw. And you said that Lamar Jackson could make every throw.
Yeah, he can't make every throw right now.
What throw can he not make? What throw you think he can't make? Like,
there's some throws like to the sideline he can't make with accuracy. There's some deep balls he can't make with accuracy. Some of his throwing mechanics aren't where they should be.
I was saying is Vick's issue coming out was accuracy, bro. He had a cannon, but having a cannon.
Vick's arm talent has never been in question. His size has. Some of his accuracy issues with the fact that when you block for Mike Vick, you can't regular pass block. So you can't regularly pass block the way you would pass block for a Tom Brady or for Peyton Manning or for Josh Allen or for a Kaepernick. You know that, right? You know the pass blocking has to be different. It's almost like you're always run blocking instead of pass blocking because your Mike Vicks of the world can't throw over the O-line. They have to throw through the O-line.
How tall is Lamar Jackson?
He barely 6 feet, if that.
How tall is Mike Vick?
Under 6 feet, but they say it was 6 feet. But what does that mean? What does that matter?
What I'm saying is they're physical. What is Lamar Jackson left-handed too?
I don't know. But the question was who had the best arm talent or the better arm talent out of the two? And it's Mike Vick.
So moving right along.
You want me to call the expert?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. Why are you so hell-bent on proving me wrong on this?
I'm not proving you wrong. I'm just saying.
No, you really are.
I want to hear this what's called because
it doesn't matter because whatever you are finna hear, you're going to assume that you're right and we're wrong.
Let's just put it like this. Man, I can. Yeah, Mike Vick's arm talent was not as because Mike Vick was not accurate, bro. That was what they were saying. He got a cannon. He can throw the ball wherever he want to, but it wasn't accurate.
What was Josh Allen's biggest knock when he came out?
He was too much of a gunslinger. It was like they was It's loud, man. More audio, man.
Yo.
Austin Gray, what's going down? You are now on the 16 Shots podcast with Young James Boogie and AR Dub.
God damn, this nigga. What's going on?
Question. We're having a debate. I'm having a debate with the basketball nigga. He's telling me Lamar Jackson has better arm talent than Mike Vick. What do you say?
I don't agree.
Tell me why you don't agree.
He's a running back.
Okay, so my question is this.
I mean, I'll give you one play. It's Mike Vick was in Philly. Opening play of the game. It was a bootleg, Deshaun Jackson. I think he threw that shit like 80 yards.
Oh, I remember that one.
Never seen Lamar do that.
Oh, I remember that
You
one.
remember, you know the play in your head because it was ridiculous. So,
Yeah, but you can
never
see
seen Lamar do that. He's accurate. He can throw the ball, but he doesn't have the same arm.
Tell him again. See, that's what I'm saying. He's not okay. So
What
now
are you
what?
talking? Oh, so now because he said he was accurate, I just told you that Lamar Jackson's knock was he couldn't make every throw. Mike
I'm
Vick
saying.
coming out of Virginia Tech can make every throw, and that's the definition of arm talent.
Inaccurate. If you have arm talent means I can put the ball. I
they
want
both
it,
can
not
throw,
just throwing it
but
hard.
Vic's better.
No. Once again, like I was like just like you
Lamar's more
said.
agile. I think he's a better athlete, but
saying-
quarterbacking wise, I'm gotta give it to Vic, man. If he didn't fuck them dogs up, man, I tell you.
Who's more accurate, Vic or
Nigga, just the accuracy. Never mind, bro.
Trying to say that accuracy is not part of arm talent, bro?
I didn't say that, bro.
What are you saying?
Nobody said that. We're saying that Mike
It
Vick.
is what it is, man.
We're saying Mike Vick has better arm talent than Lamar Jackson does. That's all we're saying, my nigga.
Okay, what's just go off Madden, man. Madden 04. What was Vic's stats and what was Lamar's stats? I'm just saying.
Lamar wouldn't. Hold on. Listen, what I hear you guys saying, and I'm agreeing with you
Whole ass
that
video game.
I'm saying that Vic's arm is stronger than.
And I can only hear you, by the way.
You can't hear Dub. Can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you.
Can you hear
you
Young James Boogie?
Nah.
Oh, okay.
It's
That's
probably
even
good
better.
you don't hear him. It's probably good you don't hear him.
You know what I'm
So
saying?
I'm just speaking freely. 'Cause I know he's yelling right now. So,
He's saying
but yeah,
so.
I think-
So
I
his
think he's
argument.
wrong. I think he doesn't know how to evaluate quarterbacks, and I think Michael Vick is always going to have a better arm. Lamar will never catch up.
Appreciate you, man.
No. Tell him I said
Sir,
that.
hey,
Tell him I
thanks
said
for having me on, man.
Man, it was a pleasure. It was a pleasure. You know what I'm talking about? We'll have you on later on. We'll have you on later on, man. Continue doing what you're doing, my brother.
All right, bro.
All right.
But what I think y'all saying is that I'm agreeing with both of y'all that Mike Vick arm is bigger and stronger. Like he can throw the ball further and even harder. But as far as arm talent is not who has the stronger arm. Arm talent is who can put the ball where they want to. All the throws is talking about accuracy. Accuracy is involved with arm talent. So what I'm saying is that the knock on Vic was his accuracy, not his strength. But he had the potential to make all these throws, but he didn't because he didn't run a pro style offense.
So look, when you're judging quarterbacks and you're talking about arm talent, and then we can move on. The judging of arm talent is, can you make every throw? So if I'm sitting here doing a quarterback's practice, and I got my 3 quarterbacks, and they do the same shit they do, they hike the ball, take that 3-step drop, throw the ball at the same time. As a coach, I'm looking to see who can get the ball where it needs to go to on every part of the field we need to go to. That's arm talent. Deep ball, mid-range, dump offs, sidelines. If I can get the ball there. Now the accuracy piece is. Can I finish? Can I finish? The accuracy piece is a piece of it. But look, fucking what's your boy name who played for the fucking Texans, bro? Matt Schaub. Matt Schaub was accurate, but he didn't have arm talent. Matt Schaub couldn't throw to the fucking sideline, so he couldn't make every throw on the field. He was accurate on the throws he could make, but he couldn't make every throw. So you wouldn't say Matt Schaub was a guy who had great arm talent. So if I can get the ball to the places they need to be, I have great arm talent. Now let's talk about who's the most accurate quarterback.
Like what I'm saying is the reason why I'm disagreeing with you because
Never mind, you won, bro. You won.
No, that's what I'm saying.
You won, bro. You win.
Yeah, you can say all that, and I say I'm just giving you a reason why. Lamar Jackson had one of the most accurate years of any quarterback in the history of the NFL. So
which year? Are you talking about the year that nigga wasn't throwing the ball past 20 yards?
I'm talking about the year before last when he had a 75% QBR and threw for and was throwing for 300-400 yards a game. That's what I'm talking about.
Nah, he did that this year. The year before when he had that most highest QBR, homie was like running for 120 and throwing for 110. He was dumping off. He just now got deep threats outside of Hollywood Brown.
He didn't even play this year.
This the year he was making the throws, nigga. The year before, he was rushing more yards than he was passing.
He didn't even play this year. He got hurt like in the 4th game.
Okay,
And
you win, I lose.
not about winning and losing.
You got
That's
it, bro. I'm just saying you got it. We're never going to get past. So this is the thing. This is the other piece too.
real, and I'm gonna give you some factual evidence.
But you're not giving me any factual evidence. You're telling me your opinion. I told you my opinion, and then I called someone else who actually agreed with my opinion, and then it still wasn't enough because you changed the goalpost. Then you went from not being able to make all the throws to saying, "Well, he's accurate." So you're right. You got it, bro.
Just he agreed with what I said, and that's why I said
no one agreed with what you said. You made a fact after he made a statement, and then you said, "Oh, you agreeing with what I said."
Sir, no, sir. You are equating arm strength with arm talent.
First off, if you actually listen to what I'm saying, it's not all about arm strength. So if you listen to what I'm saying, and if you understand the methods in seeing if someone can make every throw on the field, it's not necessarily about arm strength in every throw and in every way you're going to gauge if you can make every throw on the field. Yes, accuracy is a part of being a quarterback and arm talent. It's a phase of it. But I can be 100% accurate but can't make every throw on the field. So so that categorizes me as not having good arm talent.
What throw can Lamar Jackson not make? That's all I ask you.
Can we move on?
You know what I'm saying? And when we're having a conversation, we get to the point where I ask you a question and you be like,
So I didn't say Lamar Jackson couldn't make every throw on the field. I said Mike Vick has better arm talent or had better arm talent than Lamar Jackson has.
Help me out when I'm trying to understand what you're saying.
Did I say Lamar Jackson can't make every throw on the field? Did I say that? No, I'm asking you. I'm asking a real question. Did I say Lamar Jackson couldn't make every throw on the field?
Agreeing with you, sir, that you did not say that.
So why would you ask me what throw can he not make if I simply said Mike Vick had better arm talent than Lamar Jackson?
The reason why I'm asking that question because I'm saying, okay, we both agree that Vic had arm talent and Lamar has arm talent. What you're saying is that Vic's arm talent was better. And what I'm saying is that, well, if we have different opinions, what is the qualifying point? I'm saying, okay, well,
Mike Vick 100% could throw a deep ball with a little bit more accuracy. He also could get the ball to the sideline faster than Lamar Jackson does.
And what I'm saying is that the issue with Vic was accuracy. You're saying that he can throw a better one throw better, but I'm saying that the knock on Vic was accuracy. The knock on Lamar Jackson was size. That was a knock. He's too small. He can't make it. He's too small. I'm saying that this man had one of the best seasons out of any quarterback ever.
All right.
So you're saying how you feel, and I'm saying, well,
I'm not saying how I feel. Those factual stats that season that he had one of the best QBRs. He was running the ball more than he was passing the ball.
They got to do anything.
Well, you do realize your QBR can be how many completions you make. So it's like completion to attempt. If I'm attempting and completing 10-yard dings, 20-yard dings, but I'm running the ball 120, 130 yards a game, my QBR rating is going to be high. If I'm not turning the ball over and I'm completing passes, yeah.
So I'm throwing for 100, and I'm running for 100, and I'm throwing for 200-300 every. So I'm not just like the last 2 years. Not this year, but the year before last, Lamar Jackson has been. Anyway, you're right because I'm giving you one thing, you telling me something else. So.
Whoa, time out. Let's unpack that. What do you mean? You giving me one thing, but I'm telling you something else.
No, I'm saying I'm talking about what I'm saying is I'm 100% respecting your opinion on it. You know, what I'm saying? I understand what you're saying. I understand your opinion on on how you feel about Lamar Jackson, but also I'm about Michael Vick. But I'm also saying that, yeah, Vic was cold. But I'm saying like the issue with Vic was his accuracy. It's like he got one. Vic has one of the biggest arms of all time, one of the strongest arms of all time, right? And I feel like even with what brother who came on said, he's like he threw an 80-yard bomb, flat-footed to Deshaun Jackson. It's the strength of his arm, but the thing with his strength. Why he wasn't as successful as he could have been in Atlanta is because he wasn't on target. Whereas Lamar Jackson has not the strength of Vic, but he's comparable and he can make any throw and he's accurate. So, and who's the better runner? That's just opinion, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not saying he's better runner than Vic. I'm just saying one person might. Huh?
He is.
Okay. I'm not, because I feel like they ain't run Vic like they run Lamar Jackson, because they didn't have offense for Vic that was made for him to run. He just ran because he was cold. Whereas, I'm talking about in NFL. Whereas in NFL, they changed the whole offense for Lamar Jackson. So all I'm saying is that I'm looking at some of the statistical years that Lamar Jackson has had compared to the ones that Vic had, and it's kind of not even close, bro. Like, Lamar Jackson had some all-time better than Montana, better than Brady, better than all the best.
I don't think so. It's the eye test too, and I don't think that that's actually true. I could be wrong. Maybe stat wise, he has, but you're talking about, you're putting him up against quarterbacks who were asked to do different things. So you're putting him up against quarterbacks who were asked to play traditional quarterback versus a system that they put in place for him to run the ball first and then throw the ball. And then when he did throw the ball, that sometimes it was limited to where he threw the ball. So Michael Vick played quarterback in a traditional setting or system where he actually improvised and ran. Same thing with Ronald Cunningham. But they played traditional quarterback. Same thing what they tried to do with Vince Young. They tried to make him play conventional pocket passing quarterback. Well, Lamar Jackson came in and they played to his strengths. Harbaugh says, I got a quarterback that's a running back. And they made a system around a guy who could run the ball first, then throw. That's why RG3 had a job as a backup in Baltimore for a while, because if Lamar Jackson goes down, I have someone who can somewhat replicate said offense. You got to look at how they were used in the system they put around them.
Yeah, that too. That's some of the deets that might. But I mean, if I wanted to just start an argument, I would say that RG3 is I'm not gonna. I don't want to talk about this. I'm just saying, if I wanted to make an argument, and I don't, but I could say, like, well, RG3 literally was as fast as a Lamar Jackson or a Vic, but he
was faster because he was a world-class sprinter.
He verbally said, I don't want to run because I want to pass the ball.
He wanted to prolong his career. You're looking at a guy who came in the NFL with an injury, and the Redskins fucked him up, bro. The Redskins ran him into the ground for season 1.
No, he shouldn't have played. He got hurt that year and he shouldn't have played.
And he was smaller. He was legit. He was smaller than Lamar Jackson.
Ooh.
RG3. I'm talking about, size wise.
You think RG3 is small?
He had a more slender body though. That's what I'm saying. He had a more slender frame. He was a sprinter. Do you remember RG3? Have you seen his frame? He was a sprinter.
RG3 is like 6'4", 220 something, bro.
You can be 6'4", 220 something in a slender frame, and you can be 6 foot and 220 something, but you're more solid. Am I tripping or no? Tell me if I'm tripping.
I think that RG3.
How much you weigh?
I'm right now probably 190 something.
But if you weigh 220, is your 220 and my 220 the same 220?
No, different heights.
That's what I'm saying, and it's different body mass.
Yeah.
RG3 was slightly slender. That's all I'm saying.
Okay. RG3 was 6'2", man.
You told me 6'4".
Yeah, I was wrong. He's 6'2". You know he's born in Japan?
Wasn't he an Army brat?
Yeah. 6'3", yeah. 6'3", 220, man.
So in real life, he probably was 6'1.5", 210. You know how they be lying on your NFL, on football shit.
This is West College shit. This ain't the football shit.
Sure, you got it.
Texas too, man. We don't play around with them. We don't got to fake heights in Texas, man.
They definitely fake heights in Texas.
Big, man. What? Anyway, we the Chiefs won, by the way. Patrick Mahomes overtime, came back for a touchdown.
That's about right.
Yeah, so it's my homeboy and Jimmy G. No, my homeboy and who in the AFC? That was Jimmy G and it's all California. In the
playing the Bengals.
Yeah, Bengals. Ooh, that's gonna be nice. That's gonna be nice. That's gonna be interesting, actually. So We RIP Louis Anderson. We'll skip over the whole. We'll talk about media wars, man. A good friend of mine, he once said that media was mostly everyday idiot assholes.
He said it was what?
Mostly everyday idiot assholes.
Okay.
So there's been a couple of rumblings, and this is not news. It happens all the time, but just talking points. The Shannon Sharp, Eddie Johnson blow up, and the Anthony Hardaway blow up he had the other day. And Stephen A. coming back and being like, "You got to chill, you got to be calm." And I think you've told me this before about controlling the narrative and whatever. And so my thinking is like, and I said it so many times, like, do you think we need the media, bro?
I think we need unbiased, agenda-free media, but I don't think we're ever going to have that. As long as billionaires control media, it's going to be bullshit.
That's kind of what I'm saying is like, so what billionaires controlling Stephen A?
ESPN. You got to fall in line with Disney and ESPN. The moment you say something controversial or stand up for something that goes against the ESPN, the logos, whatever it is, you out of there, you gone, bro.
Think so?
Yeah, that's why Jamil Hill is not on ESPN anymore. That's why Carrie Champion not on ESPN anymore. Is Sage still there? Because she might be gone too.
But then what I'm saying is, from the way you're saying it, then Sage Hill would still be on the air. Because Sage Hill was pro. She was on some pro Trump type shit.
She was, but she said some foul shit though, and it was whatever she said. It was like borderline racist or something. It was something wild, bro. And whatever she said, they got up out of there, bro.
But see, that's what I'm saying. Like, and this is the part where I really want to dive into, because what is the like? Because like, okay, so to give the listeners a background. Penny Hardaway was having an interview about the game they lost or whatever, and he was adamant about like the reporter like don't come in, like don't disrespect me, like my main players are hurt. I'm playing with 4 freshmen. I'm playing with 18 and 19 17, 18 and 19 year olds against 23, 24 year olds. Like the guys that should be playing are hurt and COVID or not, don't disrespect me, you know what I'm saying? And so Stephen A. came back the next day and was like, hey, he needs to chill and not do it like that and whatever. And what I'm saying is, on one note, like Stephen A. don't have no chill at all.
Oh, that's what you mean. No, I agree with you. I thought you meant like I might have been speaking on kind of like mainstream media and their biases and how you can't offend one side or speak ill against one side and you're like, boom, you're gone. Like if you have a opinion on maybe a social issue that's going on, and if it's not in line with what that,
I don't agree with that either, because I'm like that social issue. Like at the end of the day, the only thing the media, as far as big corporation, cares about is the DOLLARS. Like as long as they getting moolah, money, dollars, dinero, that's what moves the needle.
You don't think that there are billionaires who want to push certain agendas and therefore they pay for these media outlets to push that agenda?
What agenda? Why?
What do you mean why?
I'm asking why. Why? I'm a billionaire. I'm Bill Gates, and I have an agenda. Why do I want this agenda to go through?
What is Bloomberg's biggest agenda?
No, I asked you a question, bro. Don't switch what I asked you to go what you want to ask me. Well, I'm asking you a question about Bill Gates.
It was answering a question, and Bill Gates is not a billionaire who has his hands in media.
Why not?
I don't think he owns a media company.
Okay. Well, tell me what. I'm sorry. I apologize. Tell me what Bloomberg's agenda is.
I was asking, did you know?
I'm asking you to.
His biggest agenda is like anti-gun. So
why?
He makes sure that he controls the anti-gun narrative on his owned media outlets. But why is he anti-gun? I don't know why he's anti-gun. I can't give you a reason why he is. I don't know.
That is the most important part of everything.
But we don't know. So it's just like why was Fox News pushing a narrative of we don't need a vax X, Y, and Z, and then once their guy's out of office, that tune changes? Or why do you have certain outlets that are pushed like Kamala Harris was always pushing, I wouldn't dare take a vaccine that was produced by the Trump administration. And then you had news outlets that ran with it. And when you look up, they took the vaccine once Biden got in office, but it's a vaccine that was pushed by the Trump administration. Or the fact that CNN would get on the news and say, hey, X, Y, and Z is taking a horse dewormer to fight COVID. That's crazy. When in actuality, the medication isn't really just a horse dewormer. It's a medication that's been around for many, many years and have been used in humans. It's been tested with no side effects or very, very minimal side effects, you know what I'm saying, to treat these things. So why do these news outlets push these agendas? If they know, you know what I'm saying, and if they have doctors on staff who are supposed to be experts who are working with the CDC and the Faucis of the world, why would they, A, push that narrative, and then B, have to come back and backtrack once they're called out? Why would they do it?
I think that what you're describing is just the overall what's the word I want to say? A lot of times we confuse a money making situation with an informed situation, right? So there's a lot of like everything is connected. Every single thing is connected. There's nothing that's not connected. However, what did it say? 6 degrees of separation. That's 100% real because I can easily be like, oh, this shirt right here the material was made in so and so, and I can trace this shirt being made to something that connected to you. Right?
So, all right. Well, let me ask the question: do you believe that propaganda is pushed through media?
Of course it is, but there's a reason why. There's a reason for everything. And so if you can't tell me the reason, not you in particular, but if a person can't tell me the reason behind it, hold on. But if you can't tell me, hold on a second.
Recording stopped.
So what I'm saying is there's a reason for everything. There's a reason, right? And so what's the reason? Like if you can't tell me the reason or the logical steps that make this make sense, then there's people don't just do things for no reason. If I want to push an agenda, it's because I want to do this. This is what I want, whether it be.
But yeah, but if I want to push an agenda, let's say if I want to push an agenda, whatever my agenda is, I'm pushing it for that reason. So let's say if I'm a Democrat and I want to make sure my guy gets in office, I'm gonna push that agenda. I'll push a smear campaign. I'll say all Republicans are demons. I'll find up all the dirt, whatever it is. I'll find a pro Democratic platform, and everything Democratic comes out is going to be positive. And whatever the negative is, I'll cover it up. And I'm going to use CNN to do it. That would be an agenda I'm pushing for whatever the reason.
But see, the question I would have with that is that, okay, so in that statement, what you're saying is I have the ability to make all these different people and all, because CNN is a company that has an overall, you know, it has a CEO and different levels of, but they're like, I'm gonna make all these shows say the same thing. And if this show, I'm gonna make like the flaw in any conspiracy theory is the human element.
But this is a conspiracy though. Like you literally can turn on the news. What message and what line is CNN pushing when you cut it on?
It depends on the time of the year, bro. And it depends on who running things. What I'm saying is,
No,
okay,
no, but no, real talk. When Barack Obama was in office, who was pro? What news outlet was pro Barack Obama? What news outlet was anti Barack Obama?
Fox was anti, and CNN was pro.
Why?
Because CNN had more people who run it, I guess, who were pro Democratic, and Fox had more Republicans.
But why
So-
is that though? If they're legit news outlets, and our job is to give the American public news, why would either outlet be pro or against either one? Why would I not get down the line the pros and cons from our leader from both sides?
That's a great question. I'm glad you asked that. And that's what I was going. That's where I was leaning towards in the first place, because your perspective is what you're saying, that this news outlet is not here to make money. It's not trying to garner a monetary, saying.
Well, I didn't say that though. I didn't say networks weren't trying to make money. Networks want to make money. They're also gonna make money by catering to a certain demographic that they're trying to cater to, and some of that. What do you mean how?
So why?
What do you mean why? What are you talking about?
What I'm saying is that if I'm like, okay, I've learned how to cultivate these type of people. This is the people like there's a reason why CNN doesn't cater to said type of listener or said type of person, because they have not learned how to cultivate them kind of people. Like, they don't make programming for inner city black kids or inner city, because they don't have, first off, they don't see the monetary gain in that, and they don't have a team that knows how to get money from that. Nike knows how to cultivate inner city black kids. So we're
talking about news outlets and propaganda being pushed in agendas.
I hear what I'm saying though. You're talking about that, and you think that's the most prominent thing, but the most prominent thing at all times, every time in the capitalist system, is money. So however, whatever the catalyst to get the money is unimportant, bro. The money is the important part. So if you skipping over the money and going to the part where and what's what I'm looking for, if you're thinking about the morality of it and skipping over the money part, then you lost. You're the one that's lost. If that's what you're thinking, the most important part about all this is the money part. This is what's the most important. So if I figured out how to garner money from this set of people, and they believe in that, and that's what they go for, I'm going with that. If I'm Nike and I'm like, man, these black folks, they love these shoes, man. So I'm gonna give Charles Barkley $4 million to push his shoe, and they're gonna buy a shoe, and I'm gonna make $25 million. That's what I'm gonna do. If I'm CNN and I'm like, okay, I done figured out these people over here, these white people, they don't know nothing about black folks. They don't care about the inner cities. They don't care about the impoverished. So all they care about is there. So I'm going to cater to them. So I'm going to ignore all the things that why would I push impoverished or try to equality when these people, they don't give a damn about that. They give a damn about their mortgages. They give a damn about why car prices is going up. They give a damn about these certain things. They don't give a damn about that.
So how is the news? Tell me how CNN or Fox News makes money off of that.
Because
I don't know, and I don't know. I'm asking.
I've cultivated this audience. So now, once I've cultivated this audience, I can go to Pfizer, or I can go to Costco, or any advertiser, and be like, look, this is my core audience. They buy your products. We can prove that these are the people to buy your products, because so you want to advertise, because everything goes back to the dollar. Everything on TV goes back to advertising. That is the driver of any media outlet, is advertising. So that's why ESPN is a monster now, because they can advertise to everybody, because everybody loves sports. Black, white, Mexican, so on. So that's why they got ESPN Deportes. That's why they got ESPN2, ESPN3. Oh, they like snowboarding. We got an ESPN channel for them. On you're not gonna see the same commercials on ESPN3 that are on ESPN2. And it's because we've cultivated these different sections of society, and we know we can make money. It's money. If you thinking that, if you your statement is talking about it as if the news outlet has some kind of moral stance, and they don't. They don't. They about money. Why is there no news on BET, bro? Because it's about money. It's about money. Man, these black folks don't care about no goddamn news. They don't care about none of that stuff, man. They don't care about inflation rates. They don't care about the stock market. So we don't have nothing to do on. There's no news on BET.
I think the news was or is on TV One, which I thought was a division of BET.
Okay, well, ask me. So you telling me that I should put my news on a subsidiary of my main and not put it on the main? I should because I never watched TV One. To be honest,
I think, and I could be wrong, but I think TV One and BET is like ESPN and ESPN Deportes, because you have BET, then you have, like, if I'm not mistaken, it's like BET Love or something like that, where you would have some of your like films, you know, like the little wholesome black love films, and then I think TV One was where all of your black news channels were. Your Roland Martins of the world. I think Al Sharpton had a show there, and there was a couple of other people. I think it's still there. I could be wrong, but I know when I wanted to listen to news that was giving me the black agenda, I would definitely listen to TV One.
Hold on.
Because I used to watch the Roland Martin show.
I know. Watch this. Watch this. So what I'm saying is this. So if you go to Telemundo, do they have a nightly news channel, news show? Yes, they do. I'll help you out.
I don't watch Telemundo, so I wouldn't know. I just thought that's where like the telenovelas came on.
I'm saying 100%. They have a daily news show on Telemundo, and they talk about all the news from Mexico to South America to world. Right? If I go to any race specific channel, they're gonna have news, because if I'm saying that the reason why I have this channel is to specifically talk to this demographic, how can I talk to this demographic? Why would I have this channel and all I have on this channel is entertainment? Like I'm doing a disservice, and I'm not being honest to this demographic. I'm like, hey, as well as, you know, Tyler Perry, we also have the Black National Caucus. We also have these agendas that we as a demographic should be looking at. Right now, they have commercials. They're like, oh, you know, AIDS is affecting black people like this, or heart disease is, but they don't say that. Why? There's no viable reason why there's not a news show on BET beside and on the backside, how many Christian shows are on BET? How many shows are promoting Christianity on BET? Are you telling me we can talk about your salvation?
I think BET 100% has a news channel or a news segment, because I actually got it pulled up online.
What's it called?
BET News.
BET News comes on when? What time?
Oh, I don't know what time it comes. I'm looking it up. I'm on BET.com. I'm looking it up. I don't know. I haven't gotten that far down the TV guide yet. I just literally clicked, because they have sections, and it's so you have like shows, you know, BET Plus. You got your videos, news, and then for news shows, I got national news, BET Buzz. I got BET Sports Buzz, BET News Special.
It's on the website. I'm talking about on you talking about the website.
Hold on. Let me.
Okay.
I'm trying to progress there, sir. But go ahead. Keep saying what you're saying.
I'm saying that there's a reason, because
no, I'm not doing that to you. I clicked on live TV, and it's trying to get me to sign up for the BET streaming service.
Exactly.
Well, that's not an exactly. Literally every channel has a streaming service now. Your fucking BET, ESPN, Paramount, and then they all have like their, and that's what I'm saying. Like I know for a fact that if you have BET Plus, there's definitely a news show on BET Plus. I know that for a fact because I have BET Plus.
I'm with the question. Is there news? What I'm saying is, why isn't there a nightly news show on BET?
I don't know that it's not.
There isn't, bro. There's not.
I can go by what you're saying. I'm just saying I don't know if it's not. Like I don't digest TV. I don't watch TV. I don't watch live TV. Everything is on a streaming service for me.
I don't either. But even if you go and just type in nightly BET news, and I guarantee it's not gonna come up on BET. Though. I'm just saying, like, you ain't gotta make it complicated. Just type in nightly BET news show.
Why are you being this way with me, my nigga? I was on BET.com. I was trying to find. There was a time you could go to BET or MTV and see a show lineup. You could.
I agree with you.
And so that's why I went there. And when I went there to try to see the show lineup, it's trying to get me to sign up for BET Plus. That's what I'm saying.
I'm saying that if I go to my Google or Yahoo or Fox, my Fox, Verify, whatever, and just type in nightly BET news.
BET nightly news. Well, what is this BET though? Because I don't know if that's the same BET. Let me see. Let's see overview. Overview, nigga.
Nightly news.
Overview.
Hadn't been on since 2000, bro.
BET 2003 nightly news. Somebody read.
It ain't been on since 2000. BET Nightly News was the main newscast on BET Television Network. It ended in 2005.
Okay, so let me ask you a question though. Is the issue for you the fact that if I just go watch BET right now, there's not a nightly news, or the fact that there's a different way to digest your shows now, so I can have a BET Plus or a TV One, and that's where all of our shits are situated for the Black agenda?
The issue is that if I have okay, it's gonna be kind of long. How much time we got left?
I can't tell you what your answer has to be. I just want to know. I'm respecting your opinion. So I'm not arguing that. And I think sometimes when you get long-winded, the message gets lost. I was just wondering, is the beef it's not on BET, or that we don't have a Black agenda newscast?
No, I put it okay. Well, okay, so this is my issue. My issue is this. If you telling me that you have like, how can you explain not having a nightly news show that comes on your flagship? Like, this is hard to say. Okay, so what I'm saying is, okay, we're talking about business. We're talking about perception. We're talking about how we perceive business, how we deal with business, right?
Mm-hmm.
If I have a business, you have A-Dub's do-rags. You've been selling do-rags for the last 10 years. You're a premier do-rag seller in the country, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you want to bring out a brand new do-rag, are you going to put it on Joe Blow, or are you going to put it on Celebrity?
If I own my own do-rags, and I want to come out with a new line of do-rags, am I going to put it on A-Dub's do-rag store, or am I going to put it in Amazing Shoestrings?
Yeah.
Definitely putting it in Aaron's do-rag store.
Exactly, right? Because it just makes sense to showcase your stuff with you. Like, you're going to put the stuff that goes with you. You're not going to put the stuff that you want everybody to see. You're not going to tuck it away somewhere so they got to find it. You're going to put it in the forefront, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you're telling me that we as a people, as a community, have all these issues that we want to deal with, why would I tuck them away on a channel that's not my premier channel? Why would I put it on TV One? TV One is a subsidiary. It's not even a cable channel. It's where's it cable? I don't know.
It is. It's owned by Viacom. No, I'm sorry. BET is owned by Viacom, and TV One is owned by the Urban Network, something like that. It's something like that.
TV One is like one of those digital channels that's like 327 or something.
It's on cable packages.
Yeah, okay. But what I'm saying, like, it's not. Why would I put my?
I get what you're saying. You're saying, well, and so now that I looked it up, they're not owned by the same company. So I think, so, and I understand what you're saying. You're saying why doesn't BET have like a nightly newscast? I don't know what they have. I have seen them having segments, kind of sort of like how Newsfix kind of did, where it wasn't a set show. It was like news bits throughout the day. But I agree with you. You're saying BET should have, a nightly news show that's giving us our news, agenda based for us. Is that what you're saying?
Why wouldn't they? Like, I'm not like this. We talking about agendas and narratives. I'm asking the question: why would they not? What is the logical thinking that why would I not do that?
I think they took. So, I think they took the nightly news show away. And I think they're giving you news broke up into different programs and different segments. So I might not have a nightly newscast that says, 5 people got shot today. Like, like the normal progression of a newscast that Channel 13 may have for your local nightly news. But I do think they do have some agenda-based programming. Prime example, when voting is going on, and they might have Rock the Vote. Like, they'll have some agenda-based programming that's telling you about, politics and things like that. They might even have a politic-based show. They might not just have a flagship nightly newscast.
But they don't have no politics-based shows on BET. That's what I'm trying to say, bro. Like, what I'm saying is, like,
I've definitely seen agenda-based politic programming on BET recently.
What I'm saying.
I'm not saying I liked it. I just said I saw it.
What I'm saying, if I went through, if you were to go through, and this is why I'll be fine.
But this is my other question too, though. Is no, and I'm gonna let you go. Is traditional news-based nightly news show programming is that effective in 2022? Because even your CNN and your Fox News, they don't have straight up legit nightly news shows. You have different shows hosted by different hosts.
They talk about the daily news. You got Don Lemon, you got
so Don Lemon and Chris Cuomo before he was kicked off, and other people. Yes, they have agenda based shows that talk about what's going on in today.
Yeah.
I think you have that. We do have that. We have that with TV One. I think you have some programming on BET that can give you that.
It's just type shit sometimes. That's why I be, I apologize. I don't want to be combative or whatever. I want us to be able to have a conversation, and not be combative in this. But what I'm saying is like, man, keep it a beam, bro. Like, your neighborhood is fucked up, man. My neighborhood is fucked up, bro. The other day in her neighborhood, a little girl got gunned down 22 times, got shot in the back 22 times down at your house, right? So you telling me this type of, like, if we go to Chicago, we know about Chicago, we know about New York, we know about LA, we know about the fucking governor of LA was like, the mayor of LA, don't come to LA, man. LA is XYZ. We know about Atlanta, we know about Florida, we know about all these different places, these hubs for black people that have these situations. So all these situations, but then in the same breath, we turn around and be like, well, we don't need to have any type of agenda-based programming. Like, we don't.
I didn't say that, for the record.
You didn't say that, but I'm saying we don't have an agenda-based programming every night. We might have a Sunday where we have, like, at 9 a.m. on Sunday, you got Roland Martin for an hour.
But see, time out though. We have that. It's just not on a platform you want it on.
What you mean? You missed my point. What the fuck you mean it's on the platform? Why they don't put Don Lemon on CNN 3? They don't put what's her name, Kelly, whatever her name is, on CNN4. They don't put like.
Well, I think the bigger issue is that we don't have agenda-based programming on our major networks. So we should have agenda-based program on we should have agenda-based programming for the black community on the CNNs, on the Fox News, on the major networks as well. We should have it on our own networks as well as have it on the major networks. Why if we are major news, why do we not have agenda-based programming on major platforms as well?
I understand why people get mad at me now, bro. Because
I'm asking if we're talking about having our agenda at the forefront. Our agenda and our communities should be just as important as everyone else's communities. Do you believe in that?
Why?
Why not? Why is our community not as important as any other person's community?
I want to say something, whatever. Why the fuck I give a damn about how somebody else views me, man?
Because you just told me, because your argument a couple of pods ago was
don't go back. We're talking about now, man. Don't go back no.
Can I finish? Can I finish?
We're talking about right now.
You're acting childish, bro. I'm trying to talk about it. I'm trying to talk about what you want to do.
Right now, today.
I'm talking about right now, today. I'm talking about right now, today, bud.
Right now, I'm talking about what I said. I'm talking about right now. What I'm asking you about right now, and
what you're asking me about right now is why we don't have representation in programming. Is that what you're speaking of?
No, I'm saying that why you asking me, you're making the point to say, well, we should be on this, that, and the other. I'm like, fuck this, that, and the other. How come we not on our shit?
That's not what I said.
No, I'm not saying what you said. I'm just asking you a question. I'm saying what I'm asking you is how come we not on our own things? We have a black entertainment television, right? How come we
First
can't
off,
do
BET not even owned by us. That's first.
Yeah. Okay, skip that. I don't care
But
who's
secondly, your argument is with BET. I'm saying we have our own. We have.
No, my argument was us because if we black and we watch this, how come we not say, man, hold up, man, that's BET. How come we ain't got no news on BET? How? I don't care who owns it. Because if we say we want news on there, it's gonna be on there. Because we're the consumer and we're the person they're shooting at. So whoever they shooting to, we should be able to say, man, look, this is our stuff. Put this on our stuff. Just like the gays be like, man, you hold up, man. I got kids. How come you don't have no gays on Sesame Street? How come you don't got no gays on here? How come you don't get no gays on ABC? And they put gays on ABC, man, because we are the consumer and we control this. That's
what I just said, and you got mad at me.
No. What you said was we should be on this, then the other. I understand what you're saying. I agree with you.
I literally just said with the point you just made about the alternative lifestyle people.
What? How? What I'm saying is this.
You just said when the gays say we should be here, we should be there, we should be there, they put them there. All I said was our problems in our community are no lesser than anyone else's. So if you're going to put someone else's problems and bring notoriety to them and figure out plans to fix it, we should have that same representation on those same media outlets as well as our own. I agree with you with saying we need to have our own.
Our own first, though. But you're saying that, but you're skipping over the part where
you're saying it's not on BET, and I agree with you. I'm agreeing with you. If it's not on BET, it's not on BET. I agree with you, but I'm saying there are other outlets that represent us that are pushing our agenda where you can go get this news that you're looking for. Now, it's not that now you have to be open-minded. You can't bitch about something and say it's not there and you're not moving your thumb to go to the next channel and see it's there. So you can't be upset because it's not on BET if you're not willing to go one channel over and it's on TV One.
I don't give a fuck. I don't give two shits about what CNN says about.
Yes, you do, because you got on here and you told us that we should look to other communities and see what they're doing and mirror their efforts and what they're doing in their own communities. That's what you told me. Yeah, so in that saying, right? For our communities. Stop. I'm not stopping because I'm not stopping, bro. Because if I'm doing that, if I'm looking at someone else's community and I'm going to mirror what they're doing, that's positive, that's what's helping them grow within our own communities, then we should have representation on some of these major outlets as well. Because if we're helping them move their communities and we're pushing their agendas, they should be helping us push our agendas as well. We should be able to have representation on these major networks, CNN, Fox News, all of that shit. There should be black agenda pushed, just like it should be pushed on our own networks.
What I'm saying is, how are you gonna how can I say that it should be on other networks or other outlets? Because let's say let's make it feasible and real. Dub, you sell car. Oh, no, I'm sorry, you were in the car business, right?
Yeah.
And you say, man, we need to have more cars like XYZ, right? We need to have my constituents buy these cars and they need these kind of cars, right?
Yeah.
I'm over here. There's more of me. I'm the big car company. You think I'm gonna come down to you and be like, yeah, I'm gonna listen to what you saying, but then you ain't even doing what you asked me to do. You don't even have the programming that you asked me to put on my show on your network.
That's not true.
Yes, it is on your flagship.
Who said BET was our flagship network?
Okay, so what's the flagship network? What's the black flagship network?
I don't know.
It's
I
BET.
honestly don't know.
BET, man. If you say anything else, man, you just arguing, bro.
I don't. But see, like I said, I don't watch TV, and so when I was cutting on the TV looking at news for the Black Agenda, I was going to TV One because I knew it wasn't on BET. I didn't think that BET was that much better or bigger than TV One. It ain't no programming I watch on BET. What programming do you watch on BET?
Black entertainment television.
What programming do you watch on BET?
Black entertainment television.
I get it's owned by Viacom, so it ain't that black. So my question to you is, what programming do you watch on BET?
Black entertainment television.
What programming do you watch on BET?
That makes so much sense. If black entertainment television,
it's not that you're not, bro. You think you're making all this sense in the world. All I'm saying is we have
black entertainment television.
Stop being hung up on BET. We've already 20 minutes ago we've come to the conclusion that the programming that you want is not on BET. So why not? What's wrong with going to the network that has the programming that you want? Because we have the programming out there that's a representation of us. We also have programming on BET that pushes a black agenda. It might not be your nightly news that you want, but they do have agenda-based programming on BET. Now, we've talked about those two things. So your biggest beef is that there's no nightly flagship show on BET.
No.
What's your biggest issue?
Like I was trying to say earlier, if black entertainment television isn't the flagship network for black entertainment, then what is?
Well, no, it's the flagship for black entertainment. It just doesn't have a news show.
If black entertainment TV is not the flagship channel for black entertainment and black visuals, then what is? If you're telling me that TV One is the flagship,
I never said that, sir.
Oh, if I'm not arguing. I'm trying to,
because no matter how many times you say is BET this, no, it's the flagship for black entertainment. It just doesn't have the news show you want on it.
I want. I'm saying that,
no, it's the news show you want, because the issue for you is there's no news show, no nightly news show on BET, which is the black entertainment flagship. That's your beef, right?
Look, Telemundo is
that your beef? Yes or no?
Beef, my beef.
Is that the beef? Yes or no?
I told you 100 times.
So what's the beef? Tell me 101.
My beef is that in the conversation that we're having right now, you're telling me that, oh, well, you can find it here, there, and the other. And I'm not disagreeing with you that you can't, but I'm saying that there's a specific reason why they don't have these things on this channel. If I want to reach the most black people with any kind of anything, I'm going to go to the flagship channel of black people. If I want to reach Hispanic people, I'm definitely making a call to Telemundo first. That's the first place I'm calling. I want to reach a bunch of the Hispanic people. Mm-hmm. I'm going to Telemundo, right?
You are.
If I want to reach black people, I'm going to BET, right? So if I'm BET and I'm saying I'm not talking about I don't have a political show that comes on in prime time. I don't have a political show. All I have is drama. Like let's keep it $175, bro. There are people who don't understand how politics work, and they think that politics, the only introduction or the only view they have of politics is a television show, whether it be white, black, Mexican, or anything, right?
Yeah.
For a fact, if I go on Telemundo, I can hear a news anchor tell me about XYZ. I know for a fact, if I go on ABC, I can hear a PhD or MDM or whatever, a qualified, educated person explain or talk about this. I can't do that on BET, but I can hear all the Christianity and all this type of stuff. I can hear all and if we don't find a problem with that, then we have to turn around looking like, well, damn, look at the other people in the United States, in the world, who have networks and who are doing better than us. Why is it? Like, media is important, but Stephen A makes 1.5 million a year, bro. That's ridiculous, man. Stephen A and Shannon Sharp got contracts like players, man.
And you say that's ridiculous that they have that?
Yeah, man. It's ridiculous because in our society is what? It's capitalistic. So the more money I make, the more influence I'm able to have, the more my voice has weight. Jalen Rose, in 100 years, they're gonna look back at Jalen Rose and be like, man, that man was a prophet, man. That man was a prophet because he came on TV and it's like, how the fuck you come on TV? How you over here judging everybody by X, Y, and Z, and you couldn't even make your high school team, but you got conversations about NBA players. How does that work?
Well, time out. So you're faulting someone who's made a living in broadcasting?
I'm faulting a person who is taking personal attacks at athletes and saying what they shoulda, coulda, woulda, butta did, and you were an athlete and you were a failed athlete. So human nature tells me that there's a lot of vitriol and a lot of jealousy in what you're saying. That's why you're so hyped about saying it. That's why Stephen A and there will never be a Stephen A Skip situation. That was perfect, bro. That was two bitter ass people, man, who didn't make it shooting at athletes, man. All the rest of the shows haven't hit the climax of Skip, and it's never gonna be the same, bro, because there's a lot of times when Shannon be checking Skip. He's like, nah, I played, bro. What you saying, that's bullshit. There's a lot of times when other athletes will check Skip, like, nah, Skip. Stephen A, like, nah, Stephen A, you can't. Nah, I played. I understand. But you got two people who never played the sport having all these. Man, come on, bro. Come on, man.
So you're saying you're saying there shouldn't be any room in broadcasting for people who didn't play the sport at a high level?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying at all.
But I don't want to lose. I don't want to lose track of. So I want to just make sure before we move to the next topic that we have your overall thought process on the news situation. So the biggest issue we have is we can't even. So I feel like if I have the true understanding of what you're saying, we can't expect the CNNs and the Fox Newses of the world to have agenda-based programming for African Americans if we don't even have agenda-based programming on our flagship network for African Americans.
100% agree with that statement.
Gotcha.
Yes.
All right. And so if it's not on the flagship, but we have quality programming on other channels, does that count for anything, or is it really doesn't matter because it's not on the flagship?
I mean, that's.
And I'm just asking. I'm not putting words in your mouth. You didn't say that. I'm asking.
I'm asking Bendable, but I'm saying, like I said, if it was that's not what you would do with your business. 100%. You've already said that. Like, if that was your business, you wouldn't put your flag. You wouldn't, if you had a flagship program or a flagship business, you wouldn't put your product on the side on the secondary. You would put your important business on your flagship so that both people can see it.
I guess we got to make sure that we make sure we let everyone know that BET and TV One are owned by two separate programs, I believe. I mean, two separate entities. One is Viacom and one is Urban something.
So what you're saying makes no fucking sense at all. Then, so that means that that means what I'm saying. That means that TV One is doing a great job and BET is some bullshit.
Well, no. I just said your thing is if we don't have it on our flagship, we can't even expect the other networks to have our programming if we can't even have it on our flagship programming.
Yeah, so if you
and then my next question was, well, does TV One count? Would that count as us having quality programming for our agenda?
Well, I'm saying it nothing does not count. Everything counts. What I'm saying is that TV One is not a TV One is not as big. It's not been around as long. It's not as established. So I commend them for having their programming, but I'm saying that BET should be like TV One. How is TV One, the channel that just came around 10 years ago, have programming that BET that's been around and had the programming? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they had political shows, they had nightly news. Like, if I'm saying that I garner my demographic is black people, I know I have this. If it's 100,000 black people watching TV, 70% of them or 50% of them watch my show, and I'm not giving them anything but Tyler Perry, man, fuck BET then.
I don't know if this matters. I do think at one point in time, BET was it. Like, it was black entertainment TV, and that's all we had as representation. So every sort of show that was giving us representation was on BET, from your music videos and entertainment to your nightly news and your political shows. I think as we grew into the mainstream media era, more outlets were added to us. And maybe BET felt like they can focus more on the entertainment aspect. And you got more reality shows and shit like that. I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying maybe that's what BET morphed into. TV One saw a void that needed to be filled, and they came with more black agenda-based programming that gives you your news and some of your political shows to inform. I'm not saying it's right. I agree with you with your BET being a flagship. It needs to have a nightly show. I'm just saying BET could have morphed into this strictly black entertainment, and then you have your TV Ones that give you, the news and all of that, and then you have like your revolts. They try to give you a little bit of entertainment and news, and things like that. That's all. But I do agree with what you're saying.
I would my only rebuttal to that, or just answer that, would be like, when it's time for an election, or it's time for when George Floyd get killed or something happens, BET definitely becomes they're cognizant that we need to make this message clear.
Well,
so if you're cognizant,
in BET's defense, they do have a news outlet, but it might be for BET Plus.
Once again, I'm just like, and when I'm saying these things, it's like 4 and 5-fold when I'm saying it, because it's not just it might sound blanketed, but what I'm saying is, like, I understand it's a business, but I also understand that if we are saying this is a business, and I'm looking at other businesses, I'm looking at other cultures, it's not how they move. And they are not in the position that we are in. So what do we want to do? I'm sure, 100% sure, that we want to be prosperous as a people. So if we're moving in ways that are not prosperous, at the end of the day, man, like, niggas love money, bro. And niggas are doing anything for money, man. And whether, like, I hate to say it that way, but that's what it is, man. Niggas are moving in ways that are fuck over up. Man, bro, I be so tuned in. I be so tuned in to my people, and that shit is heartbreaking.
What are you talking about now? I'm lost now, bro.
I'm about the whole situation, bro. Like, I be so in tune to our people, bro. on every level, like whether it be entertainment wise, news wise, politically, you know what I'm saying, socially. And like when you start putting it into perspective and seeing how we relate and how we move, that shit is heartbreaking. Like, okay, perfect example. That's your word, not mine. But perfect example.
As my whoa. What you mean is my word, not yours?
Perfect example is your
Okay. I say perfect example a lot.
yeah, a lot. To the point where I'm saying it now. But like, so I was at a basketball tournament today, right?
Oh
I had
shit.
some young kids, right?
Oh shit.
No, it is what it is. And so there's a point in the game we're playing against some guys from Fifth Ward and from Wheatley or whatever. They don't know where we're from because we ain't got nothing on that says where we're from, but I can see they got Wheatley shirts on. You know, she got Fifth Ward pride, whatever. So in the game, the mom says, "Don't get that kid off my kid. He gonna swing on him." So I'm like, "Hey, man, we playing basketball. Like, how do you even get to that point?
Yeah.
How are you even thinking about? Why are you thinking about fighting?" And we playing whatever he doing to him, whatever it is. We playing basketball.
So let me ask a question so I can have a full understanding, because I know the bullshit you talk about be happening. What was actually going on in the play where the parent felt the need to scream out or to not scream out, to just? I'm assuming you were reffing, right?
I was coaching.
Oh, so what was going on in the play of the game where the parent felt the need to tell the opposing coach, "Hey, get that kid off my kid before he swing on him"?
And she wasn't even talking to the coach. She was just talking to everybody to begin with. But
what happened?
So her son was he was a smaller player, you know, and he's an antagonist. You know what I'm saying? So he's talking, whether it's basketball or not, but he's talking. I'm okay with that. But we had a player on our team who does the same thing. So now they're talking to each other. You know what I'm saying? They might grab a jersey a little bit. You can't hold me. I'm gonna shut your ass down. Whatever they saying to it's all just a mental warfare with words, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, ref, he can't do that to him. You better stop him because he gonna swing. I'm like, hold up, ma'am. We're playing basketball.
So instead of her son, because it sounds like her son trash talks as well.
Yeah.
So instead of him trash talking, and now he's getting the trash talking back, instead of him shutting the opponent up with his play, she said that, "Hey, y'all better stop before he swing."
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the problem. That's the problem right there. Like, hey, if you can't take the trash talk back, then don't start trash talking first off. B. That's A. And then B, the best way to shut someone up during a competitive game of basketball, football, badminton, volleyball, spades, all of that is to outplay your opponent.
But I agree with you. But I'm okay with you talking crazy to your opponent as you beat their ass, right? Sportsmanship is overrated. I'll say that 100 times.
I don't believe that, but go ahead.
To me, it's overrated, man. Because like, to in the real world, what do they always say? To the victor goes the spoils. That's the whole entire thinking behind slavery. To the victor goes the spoils. We won, man. We won. So if the South would have won, we'd all been slaves. The North won. We're not slaves. To the victor goes the spoils, right? So saying that, it's like you have all the space. If I do this thing and I perform it in this way, I have the right to say I did that. Or you know what I mean? Well, on the backside, I'm just talking about this. Whatever I say, whatever I do, I'm talking about this game. This is a game. We're playing basketball. How did we get from basketball to fighting? How did we get from basketball to shooting? How did we get to playing dozens to shooting each other? How did we get to, like, you know what I'm saying?
Because people don't understand the importance of sportsmanship and respect of others. And that's how you get to that, because people feel like they can solve every problem with violence. And that's not the case. And that's what team sports, especially youth sports, should be about. Youth sports should be about showing a child how to play the game that they want to play the correct way, giving them the fundamentals of it. Also, it should be about teaching them how to work within a team, teamwork, depending on people in a team element or a situation, should teach sportsmanship, how to conduct yourself, all of that. But we can't expect the kid to be able to know how to conduct themselves if they're not getting any reinforcement at home because the parent doesn't know how to conduct themselves. So
what I'm saying is like, I mean, what I'm saying is like sportsmanship is like it's overrated, bro. Because like I'm saying, I can be like, yeah, like you can be emotional. I'm not having a problem with that. You can be emotional. You can talk trash. Like talking trash at the core is not sportsmanlike. Talking trash there's nothing sportsmanship that aligns with talking trash because talking trash is not being sports. But that's part of life. If I win, I'm allowed to say I won.
I grew up on acting like you've been there before, and I show you with my actions more than me telling you something.
You're lying 20. You a lie and a half.
I'm a lie and a half.
Lie and a half, bro.
How you gonna tell me how? I didn't say what I morphed into as an adult. I'm telling you the principles that I was taught coming up playing youth sports. That's what I was taught.
I'm saying like when
I played for Coach Ray Seals. You talking up shit and he hear you, nigga, you in trouble. So you're not. Hey, walk off this field and act like you've been here before. Let them talk. We don't talk.
Saying that when you smash somebody in football, bang, you just like smash them and walk off.
I have before. I've also hit somebody and told them, "Hey, pick this nigga up." And then I got to the sideline. And Coach Ray Seals heard me say, "Oh yeah, you got laps when you get back."
I ain't going that far. You ain't never smashed my boom and just scream in emotion.
No, emotion is different. Emotion is different than me sitting here going back and forth with somebody on the court to the point where blows might be thrown. If I hit somebody and get up and scream, and I get up and scream, that's showing emotion. Taunting is if I hit somebody, stand over them, look in their face, scream at them, and flex in their face. That's taunting.
What I'm saying is, if okay, I don't want to go deep in this. But I'm saying like, hold on, watch this. If this is a part, I'm gonna tell you where I agree with you and disagree at the same time.
You always agree with me and disagree with me at the same time. Go ahead.
I was in high school, right? And we were graduating or whatever. And everybody was crying and shit. I was like, why y'all crying, man? Like, you ain't think you can graduate? Like, when I came in 9th grade, I knew I was gonna graduate. That wasn't even an issue. There was no time in my mind going in 9th grade that I thought I wasn't gonna graduate. There is no time going into a game when I play that I don't think I'm gonna win. I don't go to a game thinking that, man, I might lose. No time going to a fight that I thought I was gonna get beat up. There's no time going. So when I go to steal somebody's ball or tackle somebody, there's no point that I don't think I'm gonna do what I wanted to do. So when I do it, why am I happy about it? Why am I, I just probably, so when I do it and I'm like, I gotta praise myself for doing it, that's taunting, bro, because that's what you tried to do, right? Your objective was to tackle me and you tackle me. Then you're gonna tackle me and be like, like, nigga, that what you was trying to do?
I've seen you make a layup over somebody and do that exact same thing. And I don't think it was taunting. It was just showing expression and emotion.
No, nigga, I was taunting, nigga. I was definitely.
I go into the game expecting to win and make tackles. But if I catch someone in the A gap and I hit them so hard that the sound ricochets throughout the stadium, I might give you a scream and go back to the huddle. I don't think that's taunting.
What I'm saying is, and this is why I feel like Kobe and Jordan and the elite mental players understood when I talk to somebody, when I do something, it's not for me, it's for you. It's not for me because my plan was I did all the background work to get here. I did all the behind the scenes, the push-ups, the sit-ups, the jump shots, the training, the hitting drills. I did all this to get here, right? And I don't think you did. So when I do it, where I said I was going, I'm screaming or I'm yelling or I'm what you call it to let you know that this is what you're going to deal with. It's not for me, it's for you. And you got to now mentally, you have to think, was that you? I'm trying to get in your head. It's mental. I'm definitely doing it for you. It ain't for me. Because that's what I came to do. When I walked in the gym, I knew I was going to put up 20 points or 30 or 40. That's what I knew. I wasn't thinking how I'm going to get 6 points, 5 points. Man, but
that's cool. All of that's great. What they got to do with the kids talking shit to each other and to the point where they trying to box?
Well, I'm saying, that's what I'm saying. Okay. Going to that point, they ain't want to box. But the mom is saying, we just talking. We're just talking. One person is talking to one person to get you off your note. The other person is talking back because I'm off my note. Now the mom is like, don't talk to him because he'll punch. Well, hold up now. We talking. How do we go from talking to punching? How do we go from talking to punching?
I think at that point, and this is me. In youth sports, hey, you call the time out, both coaches tell both kids, hey, quit that or y'all coming out the game.
Oh man, keep talking, man.
No. Why? What are we teaching the kids? What are we teaching the youth then? What are we teaching them?
Is it time out? Like, can you time out in life and be like, hold up, racist person? No, man.
No, you do. Actually, you do. If you're an adult in a certain setting, yeah, you do kind of take a mental time out. Because if I'm dealing with someone who's a racist, I can take a mental time out and I can deal with it this way, or I can deal with it another way. So I'm taking that mental time out to make sure I'm gonna deal with it the best way that's fit for me. Because I can deal with a racist by punching them in the motherfucking face, but that might not be the best way I need to deal with that racist. I may be able to deal with that racist a different way, and I deal with him with with the pen instead of your fist. That way, when I finally deal with him with the pen, he gone forever. Because if that racist do something to me at work and piss me off and I slap the shit out of him, I'm gonna lose my job, not him.
What you're saying is your conflict resolution, like what I'm saying is, and I'm not disagreeing with you, you know what I'm saying? I think I should say that more often, you know what I'm saying, to avoid some, because you're a hothead, bro. You are a firecracker, you know what I'm saying? I'm not as much of a firecracker as you are. It's not an insult, or this is like, we all have different personalities, and you're a firecracker, and I'm not as much of a firecracker as you are in certain settings. There are certain settings where I'm a firecracker and you're not. But what I'm saying is, like, the conflict resolution in our community is fucked up, bro. In our community, we're taught from a young age, literally, if he hits you, hit him back. That you better not come home and get beat up. Stand up for yourself.
I think that's because as a community, we've been having to defend ourselves so much from everybody.
I agree.
That's what we say. Now, other communities say the same thing, but I don't know. I don't know how they feel. I only can go by our community.
I ain't never heard and I think you've been in a setting. I've never heard. There's not times I've heard a parent of another race be like, "Who won the fight?"
I 100% have been at a setting working with kids, and two white kids got into a fight, and when dad came to pick up said kid, first thing came out his mouth was, "Did you hit him back and who won the fight?" I 100% have seen that multiple times on multiple occasions in communities that don't look like ours.
You be on some bullshit, bro.
I don't be on no bullshit, but your problem is you feel like if you say something, how am I? And see, that's why I get upset. I'm really not a firecracker, bro. It's like when we have conversations, and if I say something that doesn't go with the line of what you're trying to say, your response will be, "Man, you be on some bullshit," or "You say anything on the spot." And then when you can go run it back and hear what I said. Sometimes I may say the wrong thing or be wrong, but sometimes I'm right. But your response can't be, "You be on some bullshit," when you know goddamn well every community has told their kids, or what parents have told their kids, "Hey, defend yourself if you get into a confrontation." You know what I'm saying?
When the fight is two different things, man.
What?
Defend yourself and who won the fight is two different things, man.
I 100% have had a parent come pick their kids up from programming at the YMCA, and the first thing that came out that parent's mouth to that kid was, "Did you win the fight and did you hit back?" Opposed to, "Why were the kids fighting and did you start the fight?" 100%. Not just black kids, white kids, Asian kids, all of them. I've also had black parents who came and been upset because their child beat the shit out of somebody. Everything is not as black and white as we try to make it. Sometimes it's just because we live this black experience and that's what we know. That's what we're relating to. You have parents that teach their kids the right things and parents that teach their kids the wrong things. I think the parent that got up and said, hey, y'all better stop him from talking to my kid because he'll swing is the wrong type of parent. That's all I'm saying. Like I can teach my kid to defend themselves, but also teach my kid not to be an antagonist and don't start a fight.
I'm not ignoring you. I'm 100%, bro. I'm just thinking. I'm absorbing what you're saying and I'm thinking. So if you feel like I'm trying to ignore you or anything, I'm not. I'm hearing everything you're saying.
I know you are. I think the biggest bullshit, and it's not a knock on you, the biggest bullshit is that we didn't, as adults in a youth setting, we didn't nip that shit in the bud. I've I've refereed youth basketball before. And when I had 2 youth kids drawing back and forth, hey, I'll call the coaching time out. Hey, coaches, y'all need to talk to these 2 kids. Y'all need to do something with them.
Why they can't talk?
Nah, I'm not finna have disrespectful talk between 2 12-year-olds on a basketball court, bro. This is going to turn into a fight. I'm not doing it, bro. That's not what we supposed to be teaching youth right now.
Talking about high school, it was a high school game. That's what I'm talking about. And what I'm saying is that mental warfare, mental jousting is meant to, this is another part of sports that I think is important. Like the ability to be able to like be in a setting and be in person. This is AAU, tournament basketball, all that, football, soccer, whatever. It was created to give kids the opportunity to be in stressful situations and be able to learn how to deal with them. If every time it gets stressful, we stop and like, oh, it's stressful, y'all stop, man. No, you got to let it play out.
Nah, stressful is one thing. Fighting on the court is something else. Or almost escalating to fighting is something else when it comes to something as simple as y'all doing too much jaw jacking.
So to clarify, because I think I painted the picture wrong. What I'm saying is the kids weren't finna fight. The parent came out of her mouth and was like, he can't talk to him because if he did, he gonna swim. I'm like, hold up, mama. That's why I said, like, I think I said it right. Like I told you, I didn't say the kids. I never said the kids finna fight. I said the parent came out of her mouth and was like, he'll swing. And I'm like, mama, how do you gonna put that idealism out there in the world and we just talking?
Yeah, she the problem.
She's the problem. And what I'm saying is, what she's really saying is that because when he jaw jacks at me, I swing on him. So all he's learned his whole life is that if somebody talk to you crazy, you swing on them. Because when he talked to me crazy, or when he's so-and-so, I swing on him. So he's doing what he's learned. That's what she was saying in a roundabout way. Well, what I'm saying is we should be able to, like, man, football, the one of the things I love about football is that you can try to kill somebody for 4 quarters. But as soon as that is 0-0-0, we dab up and talk about all the shit that happened. Man, you fucked me up on the one play. Hell yeah, man. Shit, I appreciate it. I understand that. Blue. Like basketball the same way, but it's not as much contact to be able to, like, it's not like I don't be, well, I guess it's the same basketball because it be some BANs in basketball too, or, you know what I'm saying, but it's more BANs in football and more FUs in football because it's so aggressive. I'm literally trying to knock you out every play. But when them zeros go up, you're supposed to be able to be like, man, I've seen people try to kill each other for, 12, you know what I'm saying? What's that? 48 minutes. Whistles go off, and now we like, shh, we good, you know what I'm saying? So if you can get to that level, then man, we can do anything, bro. But it is what it is, man.
What's you got next?
You quiet because you like you try to kill a nigga and you can't come down after the game. You still mad. You ain't dabbing hands. You like, man, I'll dab your hand, but I still want to attack you by 4 times.
I don't remember. I remember getting into fights after the game, like group fights. But I remember going to go shake hands and niggas still be talking shit.
Yeah, man. Can't let shit go.
What you got last? I got one more segment and I got to get out of here.
I have to work on your what's call it, man. I think what you got an MP3 over there? What you
You
got?
got to work on my what? We're talk to him. That's what it says. Talk to him. But what's the, you know what I'm saying? We finna talk.
Right. We'll go with we ain't talk about another desperation and all that kind of stuff. We'll talk about
Desperation.
yeah. We'll skip that. We'll talk about that's next part. Talk about the flowers, man. The flower. We'll get some flowers out, man. To Cameo and Larry Blackman, man.
You know, I'm talking about instruments to get the bitches, man.
All right, what you got?
And are you familiar with Cameo and Larry Flowers, man? I'm sorry, Larry Blackman.
Cameo, is that the nigga that used to wear the colorful cup?
Yeah, man. The word up. Ow.
That's all I know about him is he made some stoner music back in the day and he wore a colorful ass cup.
What I'm saying, man, he was one of the he was a black. First off, this flat top was immaculate.
And
Like
he used to do a lot of pelvis gyrating.
yeah, man, and he had the big flat top, man. And he really it's the cold wired. He had a whole style that was not like traditionally R&B. You know what I'm saying? Because at that time, 87, you know what I'm saying? You got the Shy Lights and the Whispers and all those, you know, that shoot, do, whoa, up. You know what I'm saying? You got that type of R&B, and he comes out with the, you know, dial L for low. He had a whole different registry, you know what I'm saying? He's kind of like soulful George Clinton type, you know what I mean? Colorful cup, you know what I'm saying? He used to wear his cup on the outside.
I never understood why he was wearing the cup though.
Because, man, he didn't give a fuck, man. I wore my cup and I don't give a fuck, man. That's what he was trying to tell you. You see here, man.
Like, did he wear a cup because while singing songs, a fight could break out? Or was just that his way of wearing tights with his tighty whities on top?
They were never white. They was like red and, you know,
When I
green.
say, well, you know, tighty whities can be more than white.
But it was cups, though, wasn't it? You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. I don't know. Or there could have been the bikini cut draws. I don't know.
Maybe, and this is a pause moment, maybe he had a gigantic, enormous thing and he couldn't fit in regular pants.
So he would put it in a cup.
Yeah, so like it's bulging anyway, so I'm put the bulge on there so that, you know.
Wouldn't the logic be to just have your dick print pause if your meat that big? Why would you want to try to stuff it in a cup?
At like thinking back on it at this point, I'm like, I might start wearing some.
Unless you're saying, sir, that your meat pause is so big, pause, that while I'm performing and I have to gyrate on stage, let me put a jock strap on so it can be contained in one spot.
Hey man, I'm kind of
that would make sense because now I have my male members in a controlled situation while I'm doing athletic movements with pelvis gyrations on stage.
I get some pad class for the forward thinking of Larry Blackman, man.
You know, I'm talking about instruments to get the bitches, man.
And having said jock strap on for massive meat pause is nothing else outside of.
You know, I'm talking about instruments to get the bitches, man.
No, I'm talking about, man.
Man, rest in peace to the great young William LaRoyal Johnston, man. Also known as Pop, man. We used to always talk about cap tools, man. Cap tools. So, you know, you get like as a man, you got different things that you might get as cap tools to get women, right? So I might get a big watch or, you know, a fancy chain or, you know, the cap tools are predicated upon your ability to, generate income. So one person cap tool might be a gold tooth. Another person cap tool might be a Bentley. You know what I'm saying? It's whatever it takes to get the chick to come in. I think the tool, you know what I'm saying? So his jock strap, the outside jock strap might have been his cap tool, man.
Might have been.
So shout out to Larry Blackman and Cameo. You know what I'm saying? Okay, another flowers go to Cool in the Game, man.
All right.
They had a bunch of songs, and I can name them all. That's not important though.
Please don't.
Most important part is his name. Do you know any Cool in the Gang songs?
I've heard some songs before, but I couldn't tell you. I couldn't recite any of them.
Can't recite any Cool in the Gang songs?
No, sorry, I cannot recite Cool in the Gang.
First off, I mean,
I can recite R. Kelly though. But go ahead.
The most important part is his name is Cool. That's what for me. That's the number one thing. His name was Cool. That's like the most hood name you can be. Like everybody got a Cool. Like his name was Cool.
Cool is not the most hood name.
Cool is super hood though.
It might be.
Not the most, but it's super hood though. Like Cool. His name is Cool. Cool. Okay. Cherish the love we had. No. It's too hot. You know. Hollywood swinging. These songs not familiar to you? As this ladies' night and the feelings right. Oh yes, this ladies' night.
Of course, I've heard that song.
Okay, that's Cool in the Gang.
I didn't know that.
Get down on it.
Of course, I've heard that.
On it. Yeah, that's Cool in the Gang, man.
Wonderful. I've listened to Frankie Beverly and Maze though. Is that the same era?
Oh yeah, but get the fuck out of here.
What you mean? Get the fuck out. Frankie Beverly, Isley Brothers, Earth, Wind and Fire, The Ohio Players. That's what I was listening to.
Bro, I'm gonna play a song right quick.
Don't play it right quick because we gotta go.
I mean, it's gonna be 6-7 seconds, man.
2 or 3.
Maybe 7.
Maybe 3.
Yeah. Have you ever heard "Ooh la 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 la"? Dun dun.
Again, I'm pretty sure I've heard some Cool in the Gang, but
Reggae dancing.
I'm not as old as you are.
Bro, Cool in the Gang got some hits, bro.
I'm glad they have hits. I didn't doubt it.
Celebrate good times. Come on. Dun, 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 dun. Let's celebrate. Dun. It's a party going on. It's Cool in the Gang, bro.
I'm glad.
Oh man. You know what? I'm not gonna cuss you out like you cussed me out. But I'm gonna just tell you that for you not knowing Cool in the Gang, bro, your black card has like a half a strike off.
Goddamn, JB Biden.
I'm just saying, man. You're not black if you don't know Cool in the Gang, bro.
I guess I'm not black. I'm Cuban anyway.
But yeah, Cool in the Gang, man. I gotta get flowers, man. Gotta get some claps, something for Cool in the Gang, man.
I gave Cool in the Gang claps already. I'll give him some more. What happened to the last episode, bro? I'm assuming you didn't record it.
Which one? Talking about who? Who was on it?
Your homie.
The Mage?
No. After Dub the Mage.
Wells?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sending it to you tonight, man.
Okay.
I gotta it's just for the listeners and everybody know I'm getting some hardware installed into my situation, so I have to move stuff around off of my main unit into another unit. Pause, and so that's why I'm gonna.
You know what I'm talking about instruments to get the bitches, man.
That's what he getting installed. You know what I'm talking about.
Can we have a short commercial, man, for something?
If said short commercial is under a minute, what you got?
I got hold on. I'm gonna talk to him, man. Hold on. Wrong one. Hold on. Can you hear that? That's
Oh, he's
actually
playing music.
I want to get the right background for it, man. This is great potting, by the way.
And if you say great, meaning by horrible, yes, it is.
You don't know what
Is this commercial?
Yeah. We are live on the 16 Shots podcast. I want to give some shouts out to all the reggae dancers out there. If you want to reggae and get your reggae on, you need to get down with hookah. What kind of hookah we got?
Huh?
Bruh, we're supposed to be together, bro.
Bro, I don't. Is it the House of Hookah?
Supposed to be together, man. It don't matter what it is. You're supposed to jump in, man. It don't
Man,
matter
you
what-
gotta warn me though, man. Like you gotta at least put the back. Usually put the background up. Usually you throw the background up so I know it's House of Hookah.
We'll try it again. It ain't. It
I at least need to know who the hookah company is.
don't matter. Just make up one. Ooh la la la. Let's go dancing. Reggae dancing. Now, remember, you're with 16 Shots, and we love to do hookah. And if you want to do hookah, you can do hookah with the hookah dancers. The hookah dancers, they're a great hookah dancing troupe who will come to your house, do the hookah, and bring the dancers. You ever had that at your house before, Dub?
Of course, I had hookah dancing hoes at my house before.
And what do you tell them when they come and hookah dance?
Pass the hookah, bitch.
Pass the hookah, bitch, because we're ooh la 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 la. Let's go dancing.
Oh, so this is a fictional commercial.
See, man, you be fucking it up, man. You be fucking it up, man.
No. We gotta shoot fictional commercials with a little bit of scripted dialect. It did be extremely funny. Besides me just insulting hookah females and you insulting all hookah people playing Jamaican music.
Man, Cool in the Game, man, did that, man.
Everything was done.
This is horrible potting, by the way.
It's not, bro.
This has been another episode of the 16 Shots podcast with Young James Boogie, who's gonna be a fool every single time, and AR Dub, who gets upset with Young James Boogie probably once or twice too many times during the pod.
Hold on, before we go off, for real. Oh, for real. The Foodie Bar. Man, I went there the other day.
What is the Foodie Bar, man? I've seen this on your socials. Tell us what it is.
The Foodie Bar is it's a food bar on it's kind of corner to the Canes on I-10 and TC Jester.
Okay.
And Charles Duray, man, Hamilton. Oh my God. It's wonderful, man. The beignets are to die for, bro. The waffles, the chicken is scrumptious, man. When you come down, bro, we need to come down. We need to go there and eat, get some food, with the podcast, do the whole 9 yards, because it's a wonderful setting. It's family friendly. They have a DJ there. I think 2 nights a week. Like I said, it's in the Heights. Great location. Great food, great people. It's wonderful, man. I can't say if you want some CBD, right next door got a CBD shop. He has healthy meal plans for you. You got healthy food, non-healthy food. It's the wrong way. I should say that. You got healthy food. You got not as healthy food. Oh man, my boy Charles Chuck, man. We used to call him New York back in the day, man. JY fam, Third Ward fam.
Well, we definitely got to check out the Foodie Bar, man. Check it out. When I come to H-Town, I'm going to the Foodie Bar. If you're in H-Town, go to the Foodie Bar.
This some hand class for the Foodie Bar.
I was making sure that you didn't have any more praise for the Foodie Bar. Sounds like a wonderful place to get a wide variety of food.
Hey man, I went there for the grand opening, man. just to keep it a buck, man, I've been trying to get back there for the last 3 weeks, man. I just haven't been able to get there. But I'll probably be there tomorrow. Actually, tomorrow's what, Monday? I'll be there. No, they're open Monday. They're open Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Closed Mondays. But I'm gonna get there and get some of that great food from my boy Charles, man. I'm sorry, Jeray. It's a family business. B.O.B.
Bring your own bottle.
It's not.
Or bring your own bitch.
Why you always go too far with the promotions, man? Every time I have
You said it's
promotion,
BYOB. I thought BYOB is bring your own bottle or beer.
I ain't never said anything about BYOB.
You just said it's BYOB. You just said it's BYOB.
Are you sure I said that?
That's why I said bring your own bottle. You just said it's BYOB.
I did.
Yes.
I'll record. We'll see. But I'm saying, yeah, okay. Well, don't bring no bottles to this, man. This is I just said it's a family organization.
That's why I said, I was like, oh, it's BYOB.
No, man, they're not. We ain't selling no liquor, man. The food is the the liquor, man.
Food is enough. Gotcha. The food is so good it's intoxicating.
Man, say it again. Say it one more time.
The food is so good it's intoxicating.
Man, the food is so good it's intoxicating.
Hey, if they use that for their slogan, we need our bread.
Our bread. What they should do is play this song right here. Reggae dancing.
I was looking for a way to mute you, but let me see. I don't think I can.
Anyway, I'm gonna control this.
Yeah. This has been another episode of 16 Shots Podcast. Young James Boogie, AR Dub. Catch y'all in 2 more days, and we out.
Oh, last thing.
You tell me how you took it. I'm gonna tell you what I meant.
Hey, we got some big guests coming on. Shout outs to Barrow the arsonist. Congratulations on your newborn. Look forward to seeing you on the show. We have another podcast coming on. Another lady podcast will be on Facebook Live on Wednesday night.
And make sure I'm gonna act right and appropriate. Okay, I am. I've realized that when we have young ladies on, I'm the problem. I'm gonna act right.
Always.
I'm always the problem. I'm gonna act right.
We'll be debuting their pod. Well, they're not debuting, but we'll be getting
Who are
on
these
their
young ladies? Do I know them? No. Okay. Well, hey, what else you got? Because I got.
Yeah. Will be Wednesday, and then we might do some live stuff with Solo coming up. I got a phone call, and Sydney Jane, the artist, will be doing stuff with her too. So look out for all the collaborations, and I appreciate everybody that comes on. Appreciate everybody that checks in. We out.
You tell me how you took it. I'm gonna tell you what I meant.